What's up everyone, today we're taking a look at a pair of headphones that can transform into a speaker. These are the Bluetooth HS1 headphones by Veenax, and they go for only 34 bucks. So let's start off with the main draw of this thing, the ability for it to turn into a speaker. So switching from one mode to another is really easy. All you have to do is rotate the cups all the way outward. And don't worry, it is impossible for these to switch into speaker mode while you're wearing them as headphones. I haven't really ever seen headphones like this before, so I definitely think it's a cool idea. Being able to switch between everyone or just you hearing your music really quickly could be useful, and it's also kind of cool because when you switch them into speaker mode, you can still wear them around your neck and do stuff. As far as audio quality goes, you have to remember these would essentially fall into the budget headphones category since they're only about 34 bucks, but even then, the quality isn't bad. As headphones, they get super loud, the bass is fine, but the overall sound isn't the clearest. It kind of sounds like you're taking the audio and then just putting a pillow over it. I'm not saying it's terrible though, because it's not. It's what a typical $34 pair of headphones is expected to sound like at this point. As for when they're in speaker mode, they get decently loud at max volume, enough for a few people, and the sound quality is just like when they're in headphone mode, but with much more distortion. Even at lower volume, there is some noticeable distortion, and it just gets a lot worse as the volume is raised. Taking a look around the headphones, on the outer side of the left cup, you have a few buttons, with the middle one for answering and ending phone calls, and the top one for changing between modes. These include Bluetooth and FM, so yeah, you can listen to the radio with these, more on that later. The right button is supposed to be for turning the volume up with a short press, and skipping forward with a longer press, but unfortunately, it only skips forward. The bottom one is for playing and pausing music, as well as turning the headphones on and off, and the left button is for skipping backwards. Like the right button, the volume feature doesn't work. As well, there's a little LED and microphone near the bottom. On the top of that same cup, you have a micro SD card reader, and on the bottom you'll also find an aux port if you don't want to use these in Bluetooth, and of course, a charging port. Then on the right side you have NFC, so if you have an Android phone capable of that, you can connect it really quickly to these by just simply tapping your phone on the side of the headphones. The padding that goes across the top of the headphones is nice and cushiony, as are the ear cups, and overall these things are actually pretty comfy to wear. These also fold up and fit really nicely into the carrying bag, which is included with them. And while that's all nice and dandy, the sliding mechanism that adjusts these to your head is another story. The action of sliding the sides up and down feels pretty bad, and you can tell it's really cheap. In some areas it'll kind of get stuck, and then others it'll just slide way too easily. But even then, definitely not something that matters too much, since once they're on your head and they're adjusted and everything, you don't really need to mess around with them too much anymore. Some other stuff worth mentioning is that these have Bluetooth version 4.2 and have a really impressive range of about 160 feet. That's of course with no walls or anything in the way of the signal. Also, going back to that radio mode, it does work, but it's pretty janky. You have no way to find out what station you're on or look for a certain one, so you're literally just scrolling one by one looking for something that isn't pure static. These have 40mm drivers, a 400mAh battery which lasts between 5 to 6 hours, and to charge these all the way up it'll take about 2 hours. Overall, the HS1 headphones by Veenax offer up, of course, that cool headphones into a speaker thing, which may or may not be of any use to you, decent audio quality for the price, great Bluetooth range and comfortability, as well as a way to control your music straight from the headphones. These definitely come off as budget headphones, and I would say that these are fine for anyone who doesn't care about audio quality too much and thinks that they would get some actual use out of the turning into a speaker feature. Thanks for watching. The link to these is in the description below. As well, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.